I hope by sharing this, it helps someone else to feel a little less alone in their struggle. Remember, we are all in this together. Don't forget to seek help. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be today's video is going to be a little different. I wanted to sit down and have a real honest conversation with you all, as you have seen from the title of the video. To be honest, the last couple of weeks have been rough, and we all go through tough times, and I think it's important to, open up about it rather than pretending that everything is perfect. So grab a coffee, a cup of tea, a glass of juice, settle in, and let's have a chat. So if you see my face for the first time, my name is Eva Mtali, and usually on this channel we talk about exciting things. It's only today we're gonna switch it up a little bit. We mostly talk about relocation, we talk about jobs abroad, we talk about traveling, whether that is internationally for leisure, for pleasure, or for business. So that's what we usually talk about. But today, anyway. So first of all, I just want to say that no one is perfect. No matter what it might look like on the outside. Over the past couple of weeks, I have been dealing with some challenges, both personal and professional, and things that have really tested me emotionally and mentally. It's easy to feel overwhelmed, and especially when things don't go as planned, and it can feel like you're carrying the weight of the whole world on your shoulder. So without going into too much detail, I've had some setbacks, both in my career, in my personal life. We are talking about missed deadlines. We are talking about opportunities just slipping through my fingers. We are talking about health diagnoses. We are talking about some really unexpected personal challenges. So these past weeks have made me reflect on how important it is to acknowledge when things aren't okay, and to take a step back when it is needed. So guys, I have my notes here. I wrote everything down so that I don't forget. And it's not easy, and sometimes we don't realize how much we are struggling until it is too late. And that's why I decided to do today's video. So there have been days when I have been feeling like I'm just trying to keep my head above the water, and I'm sure a lot of you can relate to that feeling of just being overwhelmed by life sometimes. I'm someone who usually likes to keep everything moving forward, but recently it just felt like everything was coming to a standstill. I've had to just step back and ask myself, okay, what's going on here? So how have I been dealing with it? And I thought it's especially even more important for us, especially who are in the limelight, where you guys only get to see the highlights of our lives. So it can look like everything is so perfect, everything is going on well, and which is not exactly the truth. So how have I been dealing with everything? Honestly, still trying to figure it out, but I've been trying to give myself some grace and remind myself that it's okay to not have everything figured out. I've been taking things one day at a time, but it's also important for me to mention that I decided to seek therapy. It's not something I've done before, but I figured, why not? So sometimes you just need an outside voice to help you reset and move forward. I think there's still a lot of stigma around therapy. but honestly, it's one of the best decisions I ever made in a long time. So sometimes you just need to speak to someone who is a professional and they are trained to listen to people, so that they can help us to process what we are going through. Someone who can provide you an outsider's perspective, someone who doesn't know you, so they are not biased. And therapy has really been of help to me, and it has helped me to understand that it's okay to struggle, and that asking for help doesn't mean that I am weak. So in fact, it's really been empowering to take that step and focus on my mental health. For me, therapy has been a safe space to talk about my emotions, my fears, my struggles, and even the things I have been avoiding. So if there's anyone who's going through anything out there, let me tell you, it's worth it. You deserve to take care of yourself mentally and emotionally. But I must warn you guys, it doesn't come cheap. I don't know about other countries, but in Kenya, it doesn't come cheap. Aside from therapy, I've been taking one day at a time, trying to focus on myself, setting boundaries where necessary, taking breaks. I've had to make some really hard decisions. I had to quit my job, and just learning to, prioritize me and make sure that I come first. They always say that you cannot pour from an empty cup. And for me, just going through like therapy, for example, quitting that job was my way of filling my cup. One thing that I've also learned through this process is that it's okay to reach out for support, whether that's through therapy or leaning on your friends or your family, people that you trust. I'm incredibly grateful to this community that I have. Thank you for all those who have been checking on me. In fact, like I've said, therapy, especially in Kenya, doesn't come cheap. In fact, I had some of you help me to pay for my bills. Thank you so much. And I want you all to know that you are not alone in whatever you are going through, especially for those of us in Kenya. And I want to believe it's happening all over the world. Times are tough. The economy is not economing for us here in Kenya. We even have so much uncertainty about the political situation, how things are going to unfold. We have our own president wanting to extend his term, wanting to change the constitution. We've just had our electricity company has been sold to some Indian guy. Our airport is actually the sale of our airport is being finalized, and just so much is going on in Kenya which can really mess up with someone mentally. So if you are struggling, don't hesitate to ask for help. And like I've said, that could be therapy. It could be talking to someone. It could be journaling. It could be going on trips. That's something I've actually been doing. So for me, like September was even like really tough. Those who have been here long enough, that's also around the same time when my mom passed away. So there's just so much that is going on. Find ways to express what you're feeling, because it can make a huge difference. So even though the last few weeks have been, a little tough, I am hopeful. And I know that things are gonna look up, and things are gonna start getting better. So I just want to take a second to thank you all for being here. Even when things are tough, just knowing that I have this beautiful community that exists, and that we can support each other through the highs and the lows. It makes such a huge difference, especially for me. So if you are going through a rough patch, to know that you are not alone. You're not alone in this. And like I've said, things are starting to look up for me, and I've got some cool projects lined up for you guys that I'm excited to share with you in the coming weeks and months, just before we close the year. But for now, I am taking it one day at a time, staying positive, and just doing my best. And as usual, if you're not yet subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. Give this video a like, and be kind. I mean, people are going through stuff. If you can do anything, can be anything, just be kind, because not everyone looks like what they are going through. So if you've ever had one of those rough weeks, let us know in the comment section below. Could send you some virtual hugs, and anyone who's going through a tough time, receive virtual hugs from me. I'll see you all in the next video, and hopefully by then things will be looking a little brighter. So take care of yourself and take care of each other. Bye.